you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you gotta go. Man, I'm on the chase now, leave me on my own. I got a chance to break now, here I fucking go. Take control of fate now, I control my flow. And I know that I'll be great, how putting on a show. I know that I'ma stay loud, drowning out the noise. The haters always thinking that they could fucking break me. They're better off eating their own words like pastries. Hate me, and you better.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another what if and slash video. Anyways, of course, before we start, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get started. No need to state the title since we obviously know it's what if the Son of Dragons war in Naruto. Well, it has a different title, but that's basically what the series has evolved into. So let's hop straight into things. Okay, first, Tsunade is able to settle into her Hokage role easily since she wouldn't have to heal anyone while becoming Hokage and taking over the office. You remember that one filler with Konohamaru? Was it a filler? Anyways, back to the story. Me not reminiscing on my favorite stuff since Livestream would have healed Sasuke by this point. Would either be training or doing something else. Since Livestream can basically heal almost any injury besides death most likely. This means Sasuke likely goes to Naruto's apartment to still challenge him, or maybe doesn't challenge him at all, but for the sake of me not wasting a few minutes of my life, he still challenges him straight at his apartment. So the battle would take place on the training field this time. The two still fight it out like in canon. Basically hand to hand, iron gun to shadow clones, fire jutsu to fire jutsu, all that good stuff. One more where Naruto would use a bunch of shadow clones in combination with the, I think it was a total flame bomb I gave him, or yeah, I think it was that one, to attack Sasuke. He'll be forced to summon Stardust Dragon, who would cloak him in his wings, cloak Sasuke in its wings to make that sound much better. Then flap them to blow all the clones away, and even Naruto, who would respond by summoning Scarlet Red Demon's Dragon. And basically the four battle it out, a battle completely even, at least a battle between Stardust and Scarlet Red Demon's Dragon. I'm just gonna resort to calling Red Demon's Dragon from now on. Sasuke eventually changes Stardust Dragon to Stardust Spark Dragon and basically lands a pretty hefty amount of blows on Red Demon's Dragon. But with stop once Naruto transforms Red Demon's Dragon to Red Demon's Dragon Bane. I at this point have forgotten the full name of the card. It just results in nicknaming it Bane in my scripts. So now you have been dubbed the name Bane for short. And from there easily takes care of Spark Dragon, or Spark Dragon as I nickname it in my scripts, and destroys it, leaving Sasuke to basically battle Naruto alone. Also Bane, which still leads about into the iconic, well not as iconic, but the Rasengan Chidori class except for no Kakashi to interrupt it. So the attacks still collide, but Naruto's being stronger would win, so Naruto ends up, I guess, knocking out Sasuke in this version. Wins by knockout. Naruto's the winner. Yay. Did that yee sound not genuine? It probably isn't, now that I don't. That was not because Sasuke is my favorite character, it's just because I really don't want to sound genuine when saying yay. But if you want to generate, yay! Okay, that wasn't genuine either. Back onto the track to the video though. Eventually Sasuke wakes up with Naruto still there, waiting for him to wake up, and the two leave. We're in basically the same condition as last time. In canon. Sasuke is still approached by the Sound Four, and that basically remains as in canon as Sasuke's entire thing of leaving the village and his brief scrap with them. Whereas the Sasuke retrieval team, as I call them, is still formed with just Sakura and Lee joining in. I believe that's everyone. Of course, they still encounter the Sound 4, end up having that brief scrap in the woods. Basically, everyone splitting off to take on multiple Sound 4 members. This time, Kidomaru will stay back with the robot. I finally memorized his name. Kidomaru, I believe it was. I was confused for Kimaru. If I got his name wrong, and this point I've always got his name wrong. Result, call him Spider Guy again. That's basically what he is anyway. But back on to things, so Kidomaru and Jirobo would fight Neji and Choji. And base to base to base, the fight actually goes pretty well for the two. Them basically being able to keep up about that fight goes about the same as in canon would for them. And even with Black Rose's help, they would be able to turn the fight completely into their favor. Ever when the two would go stage 2, that's basically when Neji and Choji wouldn't. Well, as in Can wouldn't be able to do very much. I think it was when they was in stage 2. I could have forgotten. So the two primarily focus on fighting Black Rose Dragon. But not having enough strength to take down the dragon they would transform into. Until they would transform into their stage 2 forms. And would be able to finally take on the dragon. Luckily, Choji would re-enter the fight and basically give what I think was his coolest moment in the series and basically take down Jirobo as in canon. This one could also be battling the ghetto statue, or was that only in the Ninja Storm games? It's my favorite anime game aside. Black Rose fights Kidomaru. Kidomaru will basically employ the tactics of basically using, attacking the weaker one would be Neji and forcing Black Rose to spend most of its time defending him, allowing Kidomaru to get in. And getting very that powerful and damaging shots using his arrows, spider webs, and lots of bugs. But luckily, our favorite guy over here, Crimson Dragon, would decide to interfere and embed some power to Black Rose to win the fight. Basically turning it into Mystical Rose Dragon of the Black Forest. We're just going to call him Mystical Rose, or her. And with this new power, he is able to wrap a protective vine dome around Neji, basically keeping him protected from Kidomaru. And basically is able to focus his efforts on Kidomaru, and with his newfound power is basically able to stab Kidomaru in a bunch of different places, which would either kill him or he just fall unconscious, nearly in a near-death state. I'm going with killing, because why not? Not much effort needed. Moving on to more things, we got Tayuya versus Shikamaru basically remains the same, with Teramaru coming in to help. That goes the same. So with Kiba versus Sakana, Ukon with Conqueror coming in to help, although I did forget to put an image of that. So it's basically a triple team of Naruto, Sakura, and Rock Lee versus Kimaru. Hopefully I said that name right. Orochimaru basically would have entrusted Kimaru with 2 Earthbounds to help him during this fight, as he would bring him out being outnumbered this time. So we get 2 extra Earthbounds whose names I cannot say for the life of me for this. So they will go unnamed for now. I'll just refer to them as their colors. But eventually Sasuke wakes up and Naruto goes to handle him. That basically, we'll get back to that later. So up to the fight against the Earthbounds, well, basically leaving Sakura and Rock Lee versus Kimaru and Earthbound Green and Purple. First, the two will bring out Lightstream and Blackwing Dragon to basically do the battling against the Earthbound. Sakura will primarily be fighting with the dragons against the Earthbound Purple and Green. And Neji fights Kimaru, which goes about as canon. Rock Lee still uses Drunken Fist to gain the upper hand in the fight, at least that's how it looked in the anime. And even gets to use the 8th gate, well, 6 gates, I guess. Well, 6 up to the 6th gate. But gets to use the gates along with Drunken Fist, so that'll be fun. to basically beat down Kimaru even in stage 2. I'm sorry, stage 1. And force him into stage 2 where he would about start to take control back into the fight. But luckily, Gaara is able to come in and basically has the same battle with Kimaru as in canon. Same great battle. Second best Gaara battle, only rivaled by Gaara versus his father. Me ranking my favorite characters, one of my favorite characters battles aside, the Earth Bimes will basically not be going the best, as basically Green over here having the power to basically use its, what should I call those things around it? Blade-like objects to basically keep Blackwing Dragon in place while I continuously blasted it from its hole in the middle of which looks like its head, and literally making up these abilities on the spot. And Earthbound Purple over here just being able to stick its bottom parts into the ground like tentacles and keep Lightstream Dragon around and smash him continuously into the ground, while also blasting him with multiple points. But luckily, Gaara and Rock Lee would come to help Sakura, but that wouldn't really help at all. But luckily, our friend over here, the Crimson Dragon, would step in and would basically give more power to Blackwing Dragon and Lightstream Dragon, making them transform into Tyrant, Blackwing Dragon, King Crow, and Lightstream Dragon, Servant of the Dragon Lords. Keep in mind, none of these cards are actually canon to the TCG, well, card game or anime. Can't vouch for the manga since I haven't read the 5D's manga yet. Currently I'm on GX. Just wanted to point that out, but I'm pretty sure no one cares. Both my thing about reading the manga and that none of these dragons are well, except for the base sign dragons, nothing else is really canon. I guess you can apply the manga as its own and we'll get into canon stuff later. And so basically with the two dragons' newfound power with one combined attack, they would be able to basically one-shot the Earthbounds and destroy them, leaving Kimaru, leaving them as the complete victors of this fight. Kimaru would still die of his disease. Naruto and Sasuke still arrived at the Valley and would begin their fight, and how that will go, you'll have to find out next time. Anyways, with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, see you next time. Since hopefully you enjoyed, but I already said that, so see you in the next one.